Vortech Superchargers is a name synonymous with Mustang performance, from street cars to race cars. And here at the track, I found Ricky from Vortech. And Ricky, what's new with Vortech Supercharger and street supercharging?
For this year, we're just going to continue our development with the Mustang Supercharger systems and all of our applications, trucks, even General Motors applications, the new Corvette. Specifically right now, we just released a 2007 Mustang kit, which is available in a standard output and a high output application. So it's about 162 additional horsepower.
Well, how many different Mustang street kits do you offer now?
Man, all of the models starting from 66 on up, and the various, levels of output for each model. I mean, we probably have in excess of 40 or 50 different Mustang Supercharger kits.
Well, that's awesome. Now, that also leads down to the Mustang racing kits that you have, like we have here on Bob Kurgan's car, right?
Right, yeah. Bob runs the V24, which is a newer line of our racing Superchargers. This is the X trim for the drag radial class, but we're continuing development. We're making bigger blowers to get out there in the Super Street Outlaw class and the Pro 5.0 class. We've been spending a lot of time on the dyno recently, and we're making really, really good steps with that stuff, and we're hoping to have that out sometime this season.
Now, you guys support racing an awful lot. You got Superchargers on Mustangs all over the track, but you also have a special program this year here in Bradenton in the Pro 5.0 class. Why don't you tell us about that? Yeah, we were looking to step up our program just a little bit, so we came up with the Pro 5.0 Shootout, sponsored by Vortech, for the Diablo Sport Pro 5.0 class. And what that is basically we took the top 8 points finishers from last season and threw up a $10,000 bounty. They basically pair them off on a pro ladder during their qualifying on Saturday, and whoever wins that shootout gets $5,000 to the winner, but everyone that enters gets paid. So there's a total $10,000 payout on that deal. But what we decided to do was to sweeten the pot a little bit more, and we put a $10,000 double-up bonus on the person that would win Saturday's shootout and potentially win Sunday's eliminations races. So if you win on Saturday and you win on Sunday, you walk away with $20,000 cash. Now, we actually finished that shootout yesterday. How did that turn out? That turned out really good. That shootout was really exciting, and we're super pumped. Those guys were out there. Normally they're putting all in on qualifying to begin with because they want to get that top qualifier spot, but they really hung it out, and there was some serious door-to-door racing. Everybody was in a tenth of a second, and Michael Hoff and Jeff Rasmussen and those guys over there with that Gamako Mustang ended up winning that shootout and taking the $5,000, and I know they're real pumped to shoot for that $10,000 today. So obviously, if those guys win today, they can have a pretty big payday with the NMRA payouts and the Vortech money. That could be like one of the biggest Pro 5.0 payouts ever, right? Between NMRA and the Vortech money, it's $20,000, and depending on how much contingency they have posted on that car, I mean, it could be as much as a $30,000 payday for those guys. So definitely one of the biggest payouts in NMRA history, that's for sure. Now, I know what a lot of fans and other people are excited about is this is not a one-time deal, right? No, it's not. We actually signed up for a 3-year deal on this thing, so the whole idea is, is we're going to do it this season, which we just did, and then it should create more buzz throughout the course of the season because these guys have to finish in the top 8 to be eligible to compete in the shootout. And we'll run it again in Bradenton next year and again the year after that. So hopefully, guys will start smelling the money and more guys will start coming out. The class will just get bigger and bigger, and it's more exposure and more racing for everybody. Obviously, Vortech Superchargers have been involved with Mustangs and Mustang racing for a long time. So from a street car to a race car, they've got a product for you. Now, they've just stepped up in a big way with a $20,000 potential payout here at these Pro 5.0 Bradenton races. If you want to check out more information for your car or about the racing, go to VortechSuperchargers.com.